Hello, this is GAMBIA24 with me, Sohna Tunkara. Let's look at our news bulletin. National Assembly members continue debate on draft constitution. Diaspora Gambians tell lawmakers to vote yes to draft constitution. Youth groups clean up GUNJUR beach on World Cleanup Day. These and more coming up on GAMBIA24. Stay tuned. Welcome back and thanks for joining us. Gambians are keeping their fingers crossed in hope that National Assembly members will do the right thing by adopting a new draft constitution brought before them last week. The House is already divided and activists have started pinpointing lawmakers they think will vote against the proposed new supreme law and have targeted them with social media campaigns. But what is at stake if the parliament fails to pass the bill? Meanwhile, as the National Assembly continues its debate on the draft constitution, World Cleanup Day is marked on September 19 this year, and Global Social Action Program aimed at combating the global solid waste problem, including the problem of marine debris. Several youth groups in the Gambia tasked themselves to clean up some public places and beaches around the Atlantic Ocean. GAMBIA24 has more.
The Gambia awarded A1 oil block to another oil company, FAR Limited, last year while defending a suit by PETRONOR at the US-based International Center for Settlement of Investment Dispute between 2017 and 2019. On Saturday, both parties signed a 30-year oil and gas exploration deal, meaning the Gambia can now keep over $168 million it was to. Youths in GUNJUR Medina Salam on Saturday observed World Cleanup Day by cleaning the GUNJUR beach situated 39 kilometers southwest of the Gambian capital, Banjul. Modu Jonga, the Chief Executive Officer of the Brikama Area Council, hailed the Balaba Foundation Group for cleaning the GUNJUR beach. Jonga said his council has already set up a strategic plan to combat the waste crisis within the West Coast region.
Recently developed a 5-year strategic plan, 2020 to 2024. And one of our key strategic priority is to ensure a clean and a safe environment. Of course, the beach is all part of the environment, and we are also committed to ensuring that we adapt to climate change initiative and adaptation. Madam Velma, a UK citizen residing in GUNJUR Medina Salam, who participated in the clean-up, said a clean beach is important for both human and marine life. Velma also calls for support for the foundation beyond the cleanup.
It's important to have the beach available to all residents, and also it's an eco-village. So a lot of people come here to stay for that eco experience. And I think for the beach to be clean, it's important, and also for the animals or the fishes in the sea, it's important. There's a lot of plastics that we've picked up today, and I know how damaging that is for the environment. So I think it's important as a community. It's very good to see the elderly, the young, all different ages coming together to work together to clean the beach.
The Chief Executive Officer of Star GSM, Lamin Kaba, said all sorts of rubbish are thrown at the beach, which is neither good for human health nor marine life.
The dirtiness that comes from the beach is important to clean it, because all garbage is thrown into the sea. So, it is important to clean garbage that is on the shores of the beach. Children normally come to the seaside and they will be in filthiness, and that is not good for their health. This is the reason we partner with the Balaba Youth Group to clean the shores of the beach.
World Cleanup Day aims to raise awareness on mismanaged waste crisis and to mobilize all spheres of society to participate in cleanup actions. Individuals, government, corporations and organizations are all encouraged to take part in cleanups and to find solutions to tackle indiscriminate waste dumping. For iAfrica TV, I am GAMBIA24.
From that report by Ibrahim Sonko on the World Beach Cleanup Day, Gambian activists in the diaspora on Sunday held an online press conference on their position on the draft constitution. As the substance of the new constitution is being discussed by National Assembly members, Diaspora Gambians say they expect lawmakers to make a decision in the interest of Gambians. The Gambia's draft constitution is widely accepted as representing the views and aspirations of Gambians after broad consultation during the drafting stages. However, some lawmakers have said they will vote against the draft constitution because they do not agree with one or two sections, especially the limited terms for president, a retroactive clause including President Barrow's first term. As a result, on Sunday, Diaspora Gambians called on lawmakers to support the new constitution and want the ultimatum decision to the people in a referendum. The new constitution reflects certain values of rule of law, democratic aspiration, and a system of accountability, according to Fatou Jeng Senghor, the Executive Director of Article 19 West Africa. Moving on, the Gambia and PETRONOR E&P have signed an oil exploration deal that brings to an end a 3-year dispute over 2 oil blocks, the Alhamdulillah A1 block and its adjacent A4 block. As part of the deal, the Gambia restored the A4 license to PETRONOR, while the oil company forgot all claims related to the A1 block. Ibrahim Sonko tells us more.
The Gambia awarded A1 oil block to another oil company, FAR Limited, last year while defending a suit by PETRONOR at the US-based International Center for Settlement of Investment dispute between 2017 and 2019. On Saturday, both parties signed a 30-year oil and gas exploration deal, meaning the Gambia can now keep over $168 million it was to pay as damages to PETRONOR had it lost the case. The terms of the new lancing are based on the newly developed Petroleum Exploration and Production Lancing Agreement model. PETRONOR will be able to carry the prior sunk costs associated with A4 into the new agreement for tax breaks and enhanced commercial model. This settlement resulted in PETRONOR regaining 100% interest in a highly prospective oil block in one of the most exciting hydrocarbon basins in the world. Commenting on the deal, Ayas Al-Humus, chairman of PETRONOR E&P Limited, said, "This is undoubtedly a good outcome for all parties as it removes a lot of uncertainty and potential further cost exposure to what was a highly complex situation." According to the Minister of Petroleum and Energy, Fafa Sanyang, the deal gives opportunity to PETRONOR to acquire the A4 block launching on agreed commercial terms with the Gambia government. PETRONOR is an independent oil and gas company which is listed in the Oslo Stock Exchange market. Its subsidiary in Banjul is African Petroleum Gambia Limited. Reporting for iAfrica TV, I'm Ibrahim Sonko.
Gambia and PETRONOR signed deal ending a 3-year dispute. Now, September 21st is celebrated years as an International Day of Peace. The commemoration involves the observation of 24 hours of non-violence or ceasefire and the spreading of peaceful messages to promote tolerance and tranquility. Speaking on the day, Vice President Dr. Aissatou Touré said the government has made great efforts in the promotion and enhancement of peace in the Gambia. Ibrahim John tells us more.
This year's International Day of Peace is celebrated in the midst of a pandemic that destabilizes the entire globe, as warring parties observe a ceasefire to mark the day the coronavirus continues to kill. Nonetheless, as the Gambia joins the rest of the world to mark International Day of Peace, the Vice President Dr. Aissatou Touré said that the Barrow administration has endeavored to nourish peace in the country.
In the Gambia, we have made great efforts and undertaken initiatives to promote peace after going through many years of tyranny, total disregard for the rule of law, fear, and panic. Following the eventful 2016 presidential elections, the government of the Gambia, under the leadership of His Excellency President Adama Barrow, has ushered in a peaceful democratic dispensation that guarantees Gambians of every hue, tribe, and creed a peaceful coexistence and rights to live as human beings.
Dr. Touré further stated that the lockdown, which is caused by the obnoxious virus, has escalated the danger of sexual and gender-based violence. This mostly affects women and children, and it ruins their peaceful existence.
COVID-19 has also increased the risk of sexual and gender-based violence in our homes and neighborhoods, as more people are forced to stay at home due to loss of jobs or means of earning and most of these victims are women and children.
The Vice President called for the laying down of arms in all conflict zones in the world and redirect their focus in fighting COVID-19. The International Day of Peace was established in 1981 by the United Nations General Assembly. 2 decades later, in 2001, the General Assembly unanimously voted to designate the day as a period of non-violence and ceasefire. The United Nations encourages all nations and individuals to stay away from hostile activities that can cause human suffering and erode stability. International Day of Peace is celebrated through education and sensitization on issues connected to peace. Reporting for iAfrica News, I am Ibrahima John.
With that report by Ibrahima John brings this edition of Gambia24 to an end. With me, Sohna Tunkara. Please do join Ibrahima again with the news in Wolof shortly. Good evening.